Welcome back to Crystal Clear! I'm ARTWITHKODA, and this theory will be more on the shorter side, as it's less of something I think needs to happen in Steven Universe's future, and instead is something that I would want to see in the epilogue before it comes to a close. That being the restoration of Pink Diamond's garden, regrowing plant life to reown its identity. And while this may just sound like random speculation at first, and yeah, it is an idea I had before Future began, I actually believe between an episode we know is coming up and something we already saw in Little Homeschool, that this would not be too out of the question. Of course, spoiler warning, if you don't want to know any details, please click off now. With all that said, let's dive in. The garden was a location we did not spend too much time at, but is very significant for the development of Spinel, as it was the place Pink Diamond abandoned her, leaving her behind for 6,000 years. From what we saw in flashbacks, it used to be beautiful, full of such a variety of flowers, including forget-me-nots. But when we visit the garden in Steven Universe the movie, of course with no one to tend to it, it fell to ruin, the plant life dying. For all intents and purposes, it was a shell of its former self. But what role does this play in Steven Universe's future? Well, we know Steven will be on a mission to tie up any and all loose ends, solving everyone else's problems to avoid confronting his own. And we know Spinel is guaranteed to make an appearance, as she's one of the characters who appear in the opening theme song, having a good old time on Yellow Diamond's shoulder. Whether or not her screen time will be anchored to the diamonds, or if we'll have an episode that follows up on the movie, sort of giving us an epilogue to Spinel's character arc, is something we'll have to wait and see. But if the Crewniverse did take the opportunity to give us a Spinel episode, which I'm hoping they did because they love the character, they kinda knew she would become a fan favorite, then I would think, keeping in line with the consistency of future storytelling, Steven would want to help Spinel completely move on from Pink Diamond, even if she is adjusted and settled in with her new life, living with the diamonds. Maybe Spinel will want to return to the garden, or maybe Steven insists on it, claiming it might be healthy for both of them. But again, I do think there are already seeds planted, no pun intended, in the information pertaining to future at our disposal. The last episode of December, Prickly Pear, will feature Steven finding a new hobby after Little Homeschool: plants, which is sure to be the birth of Cactus Steven, but we'll focus on that at another time. Steven is already treating his diamond base as a pseudo greenhouse, so this isn't that surprising of a development. But let's also not forget that in Little Homeschool, we see that Peridot herself has taken an interest in plants, having her own occupation as a botanist. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if she plays a role in Steven picking up this hobby, which of course brings to mind the episode Back to the Kindergarten, where Steven, Amethyst, and Peridot try to bring life to the prime kindergarten, with absolutely no success. However, the garden is a completely different situation. While the plant life there has been dead for thousands of years, its life wasn't sucked away by injectors. And as we saw in volleyball, Steven's healing powers have grown to a point where if one flower dies, a whole bouquet can sprout in its place. So again, I can really see Steven bringing Spinel and likely other gems, the core crystal gems, garnet, amethyst, pearl, bismuth, lapis, peridot, volleyball, and maybe even the diamonds, although I'm less sure on them, to just have a day dedicated to restoring Pink Diamond's garden, opening it up as a garden for all of Gemkind to enjoy. And along the way, the characters can reminisce about some of the good things Pink Diamond has done. As there are good things, don't forget that. But of course, the bad she's done will sting, and thus overshadow her good deeds, causing Steven to once more struggle with his powers. Something that perhaps Spinel may recognize from being in this exact same location with Pink Diamond all those years ago. But as always, these are just my thoughts, and I want to hear yours. What do you think? Could we revisit Pink Diamond's garden in the near future? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, or tweet your thoughts at Roundtable Vids. And for more of my own thoughts, you can find me at ARTWITHKODA. We're also on Instagram. Special thanks to ARTWITHKODA for creating an awesome thumbnail. For more of his wonderful art, you can find him on Tumblr and Instagram at ARTWITHKODA, and subscribe to his YouTube channel. Link down below in the description. Help Roundtable grow by either becoming a member of this channel or supporting us over at Patreon. Link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please throw a like and subscribe to the Roundtable for more great cartoon content. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. ARTWITHKODA, signing out.